Alright, this one's all on properties. So these are our main properties here. Commutative, we've got associative, identities, inverses, distributive property, and the multiplicative property of 0. So your commutative property, remember that CO stands for change order. So if you're adding or multiplying, you can actually change the order around and it won't change your answer. For your associative property, that's like communicating, associating. That has to do with your parentheses sliding around. So maybe it's around the first two numbers and then it's around the second two numbers the second time. Your identity is who you are. So what can you do to a number to keep it the same? So your identity, either you add 0 or you multiply by 1. Both of those won't change whatever number you had before. Your inverse needs to cancel out. So if we are looking at a number like 5 and we're going to add something to it to cancel it out, then you need to add a negative 5. Ooh, that's one right here, right there, right? 5 plus negative 5, cancel to 0, so that must be our inverse. If you're multiplying and you had 5, then what would cancel out that? Well, we'd need to do the reciprocal, meaning flip it around. This is really 5 over 1, so 1/5 will cancel that out to a 1. Now distributive, we use that a lot. I'm going to go down here to give myself a little bit more space. We've got 3 parentheses x plus 5. So if I want to distribute, see how we have parentheses here, we give out the 3 on the outside, get 3x plus 15, and now we don't have parentheses and everything's been multiplied by 3. So that is our distributive property. And then our multiplicative property of 0 is really easy. It says it right in the name, multiply by 0. So anything times 0 is still 0. So take a second, pause the video, go through and see if you can get all these. I'm about to go through them, and then come back when you're done and check your answers. So number 2, we have y equals 3x, and I still have y equals 3x, but over here I have a plus 0. So you should notice that this is really your slope-intercept form, and that this plus 0 doesn't need to be written because of your identity property. Plus 0 doesn't change your answer, so it's still the same identity. For number 3, I've got 2 times 3, and then I said 3 times 2. That's definitely a commutative property. For number 4, I had 1x equals 2, so I rewrote that as x equals 2. The 1 is still there, but we don't need to write it because 1 times anything doesn't change the identity of that x. We already said this one was inverse because we had a positive and negative 5 canceling out. Right here I've got 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 2 plus 3 plus 4. Notice when I say that aloud it doesn't sound like it changed. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. But now when you look at it, you've got parentheses around the first 2. Over here you've got it around the second 2. So that one is our associative property. Careful how you abbreviate that one, please. Down here we've got 2 plus 3 plus 4. Then we've got 4 plus 2 plus 3. So originally you might be thinking this is your associative property because the parentheses were in the beginning and then the end. But what's in our parentheses is exactly the same. So that's not quite right. But if you notice, our plus 4 changed to the front. That is your commutative property, really. Then we've got 6 times 0 equals 0. That is your multiplicative property of 0. And then we've got a parentheses and then no parentheses. Right away, I'm feeling like that's distributive. Let's just do a quick check. 12x plus 24. Perfect. So that is distributive. One last one. When I see fractions, I'm usually thinking inverse. Let's just make sure that's right. 2/3, then 3/2 equals 1. So those are canceling. So it equals just 1. That is your inverse.